That's rising on just to watch. I'm stepping into fame. There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning. This is how it happens on me. I'm stepping into fame. There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning. This is how it happens on me. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. I'm up on the throttle, victory is mine. Show you the harder the battle, harder I fight. I've come too far to quit. Step back, I'm going in. I'm cranking up on the throttle. This is I'm too far to quit. Step back, I'm going in. I'm cranking up. This is
What's up,
What?
Legend? Can you hear me?
You're. I hear you breaking up a little bit.
Oh,
Oh,
you can open up.
Lots of feedback.
I think I figured it out. How about
Yeah, that sounds better. You just sound a little nerdy.
now? That's it. I can't fix that. All right. I'm request to speak. If you want to speak, I'm loading this up, guys. Just got the other screen open. Let's get our X faces going. So here, request to speak. Don't be shy. Let's do this. See if we can bring some more people over from the chat.
I think we just need people to talk shit in our chat. We should open up hater talk in the chat.
Because it gets us pumped up.
Fuck yeah, dude. Get ready to rock, bro. Somebody say some shit. Say some shit.
I'll give you an update on Legend TV. We're up to episode 6 of Legend TV, showcasing the project. The most recent video was a 2-minute short clip sent out to a couple of the KOLs, showcasing the journey so far and talking about, how the team that's been formulated with the CTO has just been finding their own niches, whether it's on TikTok or, the AMA, being active in Telegram, the YouTube stuff we've got going. We're really just showcasing the fact that, it's not just about the Legend ticker, which is obviously a no-brainer. It's the CTO team is really taken on that Legend sort of persona, in that we're all starting to dominate in the areas that are going to push this project forward. So that was a short little clip as opposed to the 18-minute ones where I'd get bogged down in the I think I was getting bogged down in the chart. I couldn't get past that first part of the chart, and I really thought people had to see that it didn't get to 20K because there was something wrong with the project. It really was a bad decision by the original dev, who is now out. And now that's set. People, if they need to, they can go back and watch episode 1, episode 2, and understand about the migration that took us from, being an obvious successful chart leading into the successful project. Now it is more of a legendary grind back up from the spot we're in.
Beautiful.
I love Legend TV. It's my favorite show.
My favorite show on my favorite channel.
The funny thing was, when I said to you, I think, Marley, I mentioned about sharing a YouTube link with that shorter 2-minute video. And then someone had said, oh, X doesn't like YouTube links. So then I worked out how to share it or upload it to X. But now that my PC pulled its hamstring, I don't actually have access to the original file. So I can't even send it to you to put on our Legend TV YouTube
I'll
channel.
find it. Do you remember who the last person you sent it to was?
Oh,
What?
no, I mean,
Like
I can send it to you.
No, I mean,
I,
not sent. I'm
it's in
sorry. The
my
last
X.
person you posted on. Do you
Oh, well,
remember?
it's still on my X. So it's, I think I've pinned it to my X account.
Okay, let me
the
see it. I'm going to look
clip.
for it.
Yeah, so I don't know whether you can download that and then upload it.
I see
But
it,
yeah,
yeah.
the original MPEG file or whatever is still on my hard drive at the computer shop.
Cool. All right, we're filling in
Okay,
here.
I'll figure it out. I'll be able
Yeah,
to,
no.
I think I'll be able to download it from your X.
Yeah, cool.
And then I'll post it on YouTube.
Cool. Should we kick this thing off?
Sure.
Kick it.
We're recorded here. This is Legend X Space, one of our many. Just to give a background, we were going to be on the Kid and Walt show tonight. You never know in crypto when shows get scheduled. Shows don't go on. They go on. They may not go on, but who knows what happened? Kid and Walt are our guys. We love them. If they pop up here, maybe we'll hop over. But since there was a delay or something, we just decided to do our own. So Phoenix Rising had the great idea to get on our own X Space. So we opened it up. Phoenix and Molly were going to be the guests of honor, Kid and Walt, tonight. So we don't want that to go to waste. We wanted to keep their energy and bring it over to our channel. So we are live here on X Space, January 28th in the U.S. We got some Mozzies in here, so I don't even know what day it is over there, but
We're about 3 weeks ahead.
3 weeks ahead and a half
It's
hour.
it's fucking March in Australia.
The minutes
I tell you
don't
what,
change,
in March,
Johnny Drama. The minutes don't change.
I'll tell you the market cap in March for Legend. Wow, you guys are. You wait till you get here.
You get the crypto almanac.
I'm flying fucking first class to Sydney on Qantas Airlines. Does that still exist or no?
Yes,
Oh, man.
the number one airline in the world. Hello, never crashed.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
let's get it going, you guys. Let's see what we got going on. Feel free to step up. Molly, if you want, go ahead. Anyone?
Sure.
Want, go ahead. I like you. Do what you want, but I like keeping these kind of like our VCs. So listeners just request, and you don't even have to talk, but if you request, there's like 10 slots that we can put you in. This way, if you have something to say, you just unmute yourself. So if you request, I can see it and approve you right away. So don't be shy. But yeah, let's do this. Let's talk Legend.
Yeah, man. It's been an interesting week. It's been an exciting week. We've had some action on the chart. We had some action today. We went up all the way, I think, to 150K at one point. And then as the kind of market started to bleed everywhere, we went down. I think we're just at about 100K right now, which is great. Still a 5X from the original spot where we've been. We've got some new voices in the community in TG, which is great, which means new ideas, which is the most important thing. And we all know that we are a group of action. So when we have ideas and we all kind of deem them to be quality ideas, we want to take action. So we did our infiltrate idea, and we're continuing to do so. One of our members is having a baby who had a good idea. Not that having a baby is a good idea, which it is a good idea. You should have as many babies as possible. But his idea was to kind of go underneath X and search GM Legend, GN Legend, and kind of see what kind of responses pop up. And there are a shit ton because it is so popular. And basically what he found that the interaction was great amongst those. People love getting interactions on Twitter, or X, I should say. It's a big part of this community, of the crypto community, and he got some interactions, and that's kind of our next plan as we go on a rating after this Kid and Walt show. And then we also have a new face in the community that's taken a prominent role, Phoenix Rising, who's here with us today. And yeah, I'll let him introduce himself to see what's going on.
For sure, yeah, appreciate it. I'm a lost degen that was scouring the fields of soul, and it's funny actually. We were going to speak on Kid and Walt today, and that's where I found Legend. I think it was T Cash who was speaking about it, and then just hopped in the Telegram, kind of followed along, bought a little bit. Obviously, whatever happened, but I just kept following. Kept checking in with the Telegram, and like fucking shout out to everybody here. Like the community in Legend is so die hard. The branding is so fucking fire. Like, to echo Molly, this is a community of action takers, and on top of that, like idealists too. I think this is it's just exciting to be in the trenches on the ground floor. With a community where people just care about the vision, care about the values, care about each other. And I say that because, for me personally, I'm like in, 6 places at once all the time. And so my head's all over. So I'm a lot more kind of idea talker, this and that. And I think in Legend, one of the things that stands out to me is there's really a place for anybody to come in, contribute as much as they want to. They can raid, they can contribute ideas, they can host spaces, they can host VCs, connect with people, make art. Like there's so many ways to contribute. But in this community, there's a lot of fucking legends here.
Yes, absolutely.
And you've got a lot of experience already in CTOs. Can you tell us a bit more about the experience you had with Boomer over on base?
Yeah. I don't want to get too much into like being specific with other communities, but yeah, you meant like Boomer. I've been in Boomer since I think I bought in like an hour after it started, and then same thing, rug pull, CTO. But I've been a community manager there, and so I focused a lot on cultivating the community, kind of creating a place where people can come in and feel a sense of belonging and ownership, and help to take it from, sub 1 million market cap all the way up to 57 million. Since then, it's retraced a good amount, but there's a lot of deep connections there, a lot of connections with Coinbase, and I've done a lot there. Like I've managed our boardroom, our kind of back-end drive for like all the work that people are doing. I'd kind of connect with a lot of people through DMs, VCs, help cultivate people's personal passions, and then document it and help support people to create what they want to create. But I've had to actually step back a little bit more recently, and the community is just fucking, everybody picks up the torch, and those are the kind of communities I love. Like Boomer and Legend are my two holds.
Mm. And you've got the world record for X spaces in a row, haven't you?
No, I can't say that. What's that?
What was the streak? It was like 70, 60, 50, something?
75. Yeah, 75 in a row. Yeah.
And you're about to start
a day, or what does that mean? What do you mean by 75 in a row? Hold on.
Yeah, 70. Did a space every single day for 75 days.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, not to toot my own horn. I haven't hosted 75 in a row. I'm coming up in about 11 days of being in random ass spaces and just shilling.
Fuck yeah.
So I'm getting there. That's my goal. I don't know if I can do 75 though, but you the man, Phoenix. You the man, baby.
Dude, you start like, that's one thing I love about crypto community, especially like Legend, where you get a chance to actually contribute. When you're on the other side, you actually start to hop on spaces. You see what it takes, but it just kind of calls out, different side of you. It calls out like more that fire within, I remember chatting with another guy who was kind of, he committed to doing spaces daily for another project. And we were just chatting about his experience. And he's like, bro, like before I started this, he was, I think 3 or 4 days in at that point. He was like, before I started this, I like shyest guy, could not talk, this and that. And the guy was good. Like he's very genuine, very authentic, like easy to connect. And that's what I think that when this space and CTOs are done well, it kind of it allows people to really step into their greatness and evolve and become bigger, better, more of themselves. And I think that's what this represents.
Sometimes you just need to hear it. Sometimes you just need to say it. Like we're in the Telegram world all the time, and you're writing, and you're using pictures, and like there's no noise and there's no talking, and it goes a long way to finally get the words out from off the page and out of someone's mouth and into some ears.
100%.
And Phoenix, you're about to start up a regular X Space on Legend about that very thing, helping people be bigger or better or stepping into their true self type of thing.
Oh, dude, Mick, you're such a phenomenal host, bro. I want to say very quick, like I'm just a community member. I'm just like degenerate. I've had some experiences in life, like really everybody who's here right now, who's in the Telegram, like you guys are the legends. Like I'm just, I'm just here with you guys. But yeah, I was inspired by how much everybody's doing. I'm pretty bad at doing certain things, but I can talk is one thing I could do. So I just actually came back from a seminar in LA. It was run by Marcel. He's like the world's greatest hypnotist. This guy has worked with Jake Paul, who's like a close friend of his. He's worked with celebrities, billionaires. I mean, he just operates on a completely different level. I feel comfortable calling him a friend at this point, but I'm close with the team. So like, I've been going to their seminars for a bit. And one thing that really stuck out to me is like Marcel does a really good job. Him and the team, they do a fucking amazing job at bringing phenomenal people together and creating this environment where everybody's committed to each other's like best, very best. And it's the type of space where people can be, at once vulnerable about challenges that they're having, and they're not going to be shamed. They're not going to be, looked down on. And obviously in communities, stuff like that kind of happens, but I think he's created a community where it becomes self-reinforcing. Everybody's focused on, helping each other cultivate the best. And it really shows. And, a little bit about me, I come from a Sikh background, religious background, we're the people who wear turbans out of northern India. We're a warrior race. And one of our core beliefs is around heaven and hell. And we believe that heaven and hell isn't, a place we go to afterlife, but it's what we create right here, right now, with other people by cultivating good values, by cultivating, focus on God, on, integrity, on family. And so to me, what Marcel did every seminar, what he does is he cultivates the heaven on earth. And so, I thought I was thinking about kind of creating that space, and I thought, what better place than Legend to have a place where we can share challenges that we're having, goals that we have, and just help each other level up. I mean, iron sharpens iron. And so the structure, very simple, an hour every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The first 20 minutes will be a chance for anybody to share some expertise. I'll kick it off this week with just chatting about self-love and how that impacts our life, things like that. We'll give a little bit of feedback to the speaker, and then it'll be a little bit more open format for people to share wins, challenges, visions, and just for us to help each other level up.
Excellent.
Just to be clear, did you want to do that on X, or did you want to do that in the VC? Just curious. Whatever you want to do.
I was thinking VC personally to kind of to really like level up the value in the community, but whatever you guys think is best, I'll do it.
Yeah, we can always do it in VC, and then we can get it posted and spread it out for people to listen to. That's what we've been doing until now, and see how it goes. If it's fantastic, which I think it will be, because I think most of the stuff we produce is very good. I think we can expand on that for sure. And I think most people, once it grows, which it will, people want to listen to it that are not just in crypto. I think it can become a real thing where people want to listen to it, and and that connects them. The idea of getting better, or as you said, leveling up, or just performing and growing is something that'll attract people naturally, and then that'll naturally attract them then to Legend and the meme, and hopefully then get some and feel like they belong even more so to the group, because I really think that's what it all kind of is here, is this ownership piece of, like, I feel like this community is great. I don't know, people, I'm sure there are a lot of people that read through our messages and just maybe aren't sure if they can contribute, or they're not in there, but something that if we just keep building and reaching out and expanding kind of our ideas and our thought processes, that something will connect with others that might have not yet, and that'll lead them there, and then it kind of feels like, oh wow, I really feel like a part of this community. You know what, not only do I feel a part of this, I want to take ownership of this community. So I want to embrace that, and I want to take a piece of it, and I want to invest some money in it and watch it grow, because it's something I enjoy. And people that believe in something, they want to make the people that believe in something, they want to give because they want to make it better, and it gives them something even more to kind of feel, and even more to belong to. So I think it's another great step forward. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, and one thing I want to call out about that, about people contributing, I think in this community, something that really stood out is how receptive everybody's, like, to your point, like the branding is so on point, like everybody's dialed in, everybody knows each other, like all the things that you want in a really tight-knit community, it's all there. And on some level that can almost be, might look intimidating, let's say, for somebody coming in for the first time. But shout out to you guys, the onboarding process, the kind of like welcoming, like the ease for somebody to step in and to just contribute. It's huge shout out to you guys. And when I say, like, openness to kind of new ideas, it's not like just kind of blindly accepting something that somebody's saying. Like, obviously it's about cultivating value, but there's like a baseline of respect and a kind of, to me, it's a focus on that legend within everybody and cultivating that and bringing that out. And I think that really, I think that, the vibe that everybody's built here and co-created here, it's really starting to shape. And it's really exciting to see, especially in these like early stages.
No, it's pretty awesome, especially like, it latched on when different people are creating things and it's all sort of like same theme or consistent. Like, our branding is not like, we have videos made by multiple people. We have branding made by multiple people. And it's not like, it'd be cool if we did. It's not like we have like these creative meetings in the background. At least if there are, I'm not a part of them, and I haven't seen one. But like, it's cool when different people are making legend videos and they all have like the same feel, even though they're different and made by different people and they're different environments.
And
the brand
and the evolution of them has been like so drastic.
Oh, right.
Like, it started out with just like pictures of people with the word legend on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then there was some GIF, and then we changed up the design a little bit, and then it became like these actually pretty motivating and powerful videos where you're just kind of watching and you're ready to run through a fucking wall after you watch it. You know what I mean? And I think that's so great. And that's the other thing is, everyone has something that they aspire to, and this isn't based on men, or whether you're a guy or a girl. It just happens to be that most of us are men in here, but it's a reach for everybody, right? It's something that everybody aspires. They want to get better. They want to increase performance and whatever that may be, but also they're real fucking human beings. They're not scumbags. They're not putting anybody down to get themselves up. They want to encourage others to be their best selves. And that's kind of this idea that Legend is really coming to, right? The whole idea that we always speak about, the legends in our lives. Why were they legends? They weren't legends just because, not just because they made a bunch of money or because they were really good at something. They were legends because on top of that, they were good. They were good to you. You built some sort of relation with them, and they made you feel a certain way that you connected with it. That's why they became legends
Mhm.
in your life. So I think our natural evolution as a coin, as a group, as a community is taking shape in that form. The video, like I said, the videos that I got to shout out Fuji for that last one, man. That was fantastic. That video with, one step and one book and one page and one push up, like that was awesome, man. I show that to my kids, and my kids love it.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great natural evolution that's happening right now.
It, and you think about like evergreen content, like that's the kind of stuff that you can share with kids, you can share with family, like that's going to last. And it, yeah, that was well said, Molly, that you shared it with your kids too. I also want to shout out, we got a boomer in here, Benjamin. He
saw
is
that.
talking legends. Yeah, he is an absolute legend himself.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I clicked his name and I saw that you guys shared
yes,
some interest there. So
yeah,
I sent him an invite to speak if he wants to, and that goes for everyone. Sorry to interrupt you, Phoenix, but it's cool. I saw
no,
it too. It goes for everyone. Like I know it says like we're speakers on here, but just request if you just want to talk. I mean, let's not be too formal about this. It's a community project, so the word speaker on the screen that you see should be taken lightly. Let's just chat. Go ahead. I sent one to Benjamin. Let's see.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's a reason for. I mean, just for me personally, like I love these two communities because of what they represent, like traditional values, like hard work, ethics, integrity. Calling out the best in ourselves. And Boomer, obviously, a lot more homage to nostalgia and traditional values. And there's a lot of fun bullshit too. You'll see in the memes, but. And then on legend, it's more about cultivating like the very best in ourselves, like calling out. And like Molly, what you said too about like calling out legends in our normal day-to-day life, like so well said. I mean, there's legends that we see on screen and this and that, but there's legends like day in and day out, people who wake up at 4 a.m. Because they're working for their kids. They're going to an oil field. It's like 0 degrees out. Like it's there's like our society could not run without legends every single day.
For sure, man. It's a great way of putting it. It just reaches a lot of people, and I hope and I know we will continue to keep working and spreading the message, and just kind of once people get a hold of it and kind of see that it's encouragement. Like I look forward to every morning hopping in the chat and seeing the messages and see what people are up to, and kind of just as a positive affirmation, just to kind of like, man, like these guys, this guy's for example, there's Wingman, who's always super positive about getting stuff done, whether he's working as a pilot or whether he's working out or whether he's with his kids or whatever he's doing. It's always super positive. It's an encouraging, and it's what's needed, man. Like we've been the world in general has been kind of wild the last few years, and this country specifically, if you're from the U.S. But it's a nice little break from what we see to just kind of feel better about the situation. Know that there are people that are like you, and that have similar intentions and goals and want to get better. And it's really in the crypto space now, especially this past week or two or however it's long it's been, where it's just rug after rug and people just chasing money for nothing. It's it's a welcome refresher for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to use this opportunity to plug a recent thing that we put up on the website about recognizing a legend. I want to plug that. It kind of got slipped under the radar this week. In case anyone didn't see, first of all, our website's legendsolana.com, and we added a page called Recognize a Legend, and this is essentially a form. Anybody can go in there and fill one out. You just need your Telegram username just so we can recognize you. But essentially, it's a form, legendsolana.com/recognize. So a big thing in our community is that we recognize legends, right? One of our sayings in the cards and the stickers you see is legends recognize legends. I personally like that one a lot. So this page is basically doing just that. So on this form, I should probably figure out how to get it on the big board. But on this form, you can either nominate a legend who you'd like to recognize, or you can fill out what does being a legend mean to you. And the plan for this was to stay on top of it. It goes to the legend email account. And if you can submit one, I was thinking, we could workshop this in here, what you guys think of this. But I was thinking that we can maybe collect the responses by like end of the day Friday or something. And then on Monday, we can start off the week by recognizing a legend based on the submittals that come through. And I don't know, we could either vote on them or we could just keep a queue with them. I don't think anyone has to win or lose, but we can recognize them in the chat. We can do special things like, an idea came up in the past about like changing the buy bot picture. And, right now we have some cool sayings that go in it, but maybe for that day, it could be the legend that somebody recognized, or it can be the words that somebody used to describe what being a legend means to them. So I think it's pretty cool. I kind of slipped in there in the chat. I don't know if a lot of people saw it yet, but it's only been a week. So if you hop on our website, legendsolana.com, you'll see that at the top, or if it's on your phone, you got to open up the menu and hit recognize a legend. It's a simple form. It doesn't dox you or anything. Just fill out what you want to fill out, really, and I'll see it, and other people will see it too, and it'll come through, and we'll celebrate it.
And maybe we could even steal McChillin's idea of sending them $100 worth of legend coins at Legend's all-time high value, right, Mick? Whatever that is. I like that.
29,000 tokens.
How many thousand?
29,000 tokens.
29,000 tokens currently, right? That's how much it would be for $100.
Hold them all the way to all-time high for $100.
It'll be $100
and get $2,900.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. I love that you do that, by the way, on your videos. I think that's awesome. So
Conditions
that's awesome. But I
read the fine print.
I love that, Dude Pizza Bro. I love that new feature on the site. I think we should try to make those right up. Now that you reset it again out, I already filled one out, but I'm not happy with what I wrote. I definitely want to spend some more time, and I think I want to pick somebody specifically, because I think the options are right, somebody specific, and then somebody, or what a legend is to you. I mean, we could do both, I guess, right?
Yeah, you can fill out as many times as you want. I mean, nothing says that it's a one-time thing. If you want to recognize a legend today, and then something happens to you tomorrow, do it again. I just put it in our chat, which is not on X, so forgive me, I'm on 2 channels right now, but recognize the legend. It's really just put your username in for Telegram, and I guess maybe I can make we got to require that. We want you to be in our community, so put your username in there, and then really just who would you like to recognize as a legend and why. And these are not required, like you don't have to do that one. And then the other question is, what does being a legend mean to you? Also not required. You could pick one, you could do both, and just feel free to pop them out as you see fit, or as something pops into your life, and submit them, and we can celebrate and recognize that. And if you don't want it to be, I guess you want it to be anonymous, we could figure that out. But maybe we could do that, but you never know. So yeah, that's a good point. But I was the same way. Like I haven't done mine yet. I have like 2 pretty well thought ideas, or well thought submittals that I want to get in there, but I'm an elephant over here. I think very slowly, and I need to sit on it for a while before I can compose it. So it'll get there eventually. I'm excited about it.
I'm the opposite of an elephant. What did you call me? I forgot. Tiger? Fucking tiger. I fucking roar out the gates. I pounce like a mother on that. I'm like, oh, yeah, new thing? Let's fucking try it right now. Fucking fill it out. Let's see how it goes. Maybe that's why we're a good team here, right?
For sure.
You got different aspects. You got different aspects of the community. So many different aspects, and I always revert to the fact that I feel like we have so much talent in this community, and because of that talent, I'm a big believer in talent. But like the old legendary adage, right? Like hard work beats talent every day when talent doesn't work hard. But when you have talent and when you work hard, there's literally nothing that can stop you right? It's just it's a fight. It's a fight of your will. It's an inner conflict that you have to overcome. And I think we have that, and we have each other to support when maybe one of us is having a down day to kind of encourage and pick up the slack. And that's what the best part of this community is, because if the charts aren't moving or whatever, or you're feeling down or some shit's going down, you have community members that you can reach out to, or you can just hop in the chat and see things happening, and it cheers me up. It cheers me up for sure. So I think it's another great aspect of our legend TG, and just of our legend community in general.
That's so true, Molly, because Pizza Bro kept me in line, dude, when I almost switched forces, bro. He just had to say, a few things on the VC, and I was like, I'm a what? I'm not even going to mention it, but I'm like, I'm a what? No, hell no.
Oh.
I was like, I'm my legion, son. Legend. That's it. The rest of those guys, hey, man, they're make their decision. But I pretty much agree with everything you guys are saying. I mean, everyone feeds off everyone, but everyone inspires everyone too, because like I knew I wanted to do video content, and Molly, thanks for the shout out, bro. And everyone's content has gotten that's making content, whether you're just making a GIF or whether you're making videos or short stuff. From the beginning till now, like I was going through the lab the other day, and just the stuff in there was like, I'm like, man, this is so good but bad at the same fucking time, right? You know what I mean? But it's like, hey, this is where we started. Now you look at it and you're like, oh my God, this is good shit.
Yeah.
And it's even better. It's like, yeah, we performed our craft. But everyone pitching in, and everyone's style is just different. But what I was saying was Huracan made that video, and I was like, damn, which is like the best video we have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's awesome. You know what I mean? And then I was just so inspired. I'm like, yeah, you got to step your game up, dude, because you're not being a fucking legend right now. You're being a bitch, And it's like, oh, I got work. I got this. Yeah, everybody does, man, whatever. And then after that, it just took off. Plus, Molly, when you first came on and you were just sending picture after GIF after picture after GIF, and we didn't hear you speak. Wild. You weren't in VC, really. We didn't know who you are. And now we know who you are, and you have the same mentality towards your regular work, towards in spaces. Because I'll jump on sometimes, and I'll be like, oh, let me see if I can find Molly. Sure enough, boom, here he is. So I jump in there with him. We've been in some weird places too, me and Molly. We're not going to talk about
the best. No,
some weird chats.
Those things don't need to be mentioned in public. That's for sure.
No, absolutely not.
We'll take that to the grave, baby.
That's it, baby. Oh man,
that's awesome.
No, but yeah, it's just it's been great, and as I feel like I had something to say, but I forgot it. But it's just been awesome. I'll just keep it. No, it's all good. No, you're great. Everything you said. And is it hurricane or hurricane? What is it? Is it? I don't know. Hurricane. Yeah. All right, hurricane is awesome.
Hurricane, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Hurricane.
Hurricane.
His shit is awesome too. You guys took it to another level. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. So I remember, I think it was pre-CTO. So the one thing I remember, and I thought was the case with Legend pre-CTO, but I don't know if it was. But one thing is, we are definitely. I remember saying it was. I don't know where we were. It was a space or something. It doesn't matter. But I remember saying is that we're a bunch of competitive dudes that feed off each other, and it's like an exponential kind of curve, right? It's parabolic, as the crypto people would say. Mm-hmm. Like once we get going, once we start feeding off each other, it kind of takes off, and people feel it, and people want to join it. It's like that old adage. I know I'm going to talk about hot girls again. Hot girls want to be with you, and cool dudes want to hang out with you. The hot chicks want to be with you, and the cool dudes want to hang out. So it's like, once we get rolling, it's like almost like, when you're in the zone and we get going and it's on. Kind of like in the chat when that guy made a little stupid comment today. It got everybody pretty fired up. And I think it kind of woke us up a bit. It's kind of like, what'd you say, motherfucker? Say that shit again. Yep. Say that shit again.
Like, hold up. Let me type you something real quick. Hold on.
Let me get on this keyboard real quick.
No, you did.
Yeah. So
no, you didn't.
And I think that still holds true. I think that holds true for this. Maybe it wasn't the case with what it was back then, but now I feel like it definitely is. And I feel like, and it kind of leads back to what I was talking originally with the idea of we're men. Most, I don't know if there's, I'm sure there are some women in the group, I don't know, but we're men, like real fucking men, not boys, not wannabe fucking tough guys. Like we're here to take our care of our shit, and we're here to encourage others and help them to join us or in their own endeavors. But if you fucking step to one of us or to us individually or our group, we will fucking put you in your place. And I don't care if you're a fucking whatever you think you are, you will get your shit worked, because that's what legends do, right? We take action when action is needed, and we'll shut that shit down real quick. So just kind of what I'm feeling.
Do we quote that as "we will work your shit"? That's what.
We will work your shit. We will work your shit.
Fire,
I mean,
though.
we got the crown, man. I mean, you come for the crown, better not fucking miss, because
and good call on P. Billa for how many points on that crown. Good work, baby.
Yeah, he was. P. Billa wasn't having it that night. We were brainstorming.
Very
feels
specific,
like yesterday,
very
but
specific crown.
But yeah, it feels like it was yesterday. We were brainstorming about that, but really, like, it's been over a month now.
Well, actually,
and,
Well, sorry to cut you off. That was I don't know if this is a celebratory thing or not, but the other day, I think like yesterday or the day before, is basically our 1 month anniversary as far as becoming a CTO. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What day is today? What day is today? The 28th, right?
Yeah.
28th?
Yeah.
Because that shit happened on what? Day after Christmas? And then, probably
we sort of shut it down for a minute.
Yeah, so probably like a month yesterday or today.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Still kicking, motherfuckers. Let's go. Not only kicking, fucking kicking ass. That's what's up.
Go ahead, Food. Sorry, you were going to say
no. Basically,
felt like a long time ago. Yeah.
No, that's basically it, man. Like, it felt like forever because it's crypto.
Yeah.
So it feels like we've been going at this for a year now, and it's like, man, I even have some of my friends and family that are texting me. They're like, "Hey, dude," and I'm like, "What's up? I want to sell my legend." Go the fuck right ahead. I said, "You're gonna regret it," And they'll be like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Do me one favor if you sell it. I don't think you should sell it. I try and keep them into it, but I'll be like, do it very slowly. DCA out. Just do me that justice." So. But they're getting bored, right? And they want to go chase all this money that's out there. Dude, this is going to come to an end in a couple weeks. I can promise you that. People are going to get sick and tired of getting fucking wrecked. You're going to hit some runners here and there, but you know what? You're just going to give it all back. It's like winning at the casino. You could hit roulette 35, have 100 on it, dude. By the time you walk to the other end of the casino, you burned through $1,000 of that money chasing it,
I mean, we've only been, like we said, it's only been a month, and we've outlasted many projects.
Yeah, we've outlasted how many projects? And
come and gone in that month, and we're still here.
And projects with way more liquidity than we had.
And dollars, and just
dollars and real, and funds. That's the other thing. All our stuff is basically, if a community member steps up and pays for it out of pocket, or knows somebody, or just puts in the work, chases something down, or just takes his own time to create something, or just it writes something up. You know what I mean? Because there's a couple guys out here, I don't want to single anyone out, but there's a couple guys when they go to town and write and they do posts and stuff, it's pretty fucking badass, man.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, one other thing that I was just thinking, like, as we're all talking, chatting, thinking about like long term and holding legend, and obviously chart is one thing, and I mean that's why everybody's in crypto, right? You make money, come in to kind of turn your DGen coins into more DGen coins, but I think going through like I've had a lot of different experiences. Like I've put together an investment group for senior living communities. Like I've worked at some of the top companies in the world. I'm in like top 10. As a researcher, I've talking about like doing the spaces, I had another podcast before. I dropped like 200 episodes in I think 6 months. It was just like rapid fire, just throwing shit out there. And as part of all this stuff, like I've been in a lot of different businesses, a lot of different relationships, communities. And, you know, the one thing that stands out to me, like, I think in this world, it's, you get people who, you know, want to see you succeed, but then you get people who really want to see you succeed. And the difference is, you know, when you start to grow, and from what I've noticed, like in communities where people kind of just do it on the surface, it's more of a fixed mindset. You know, they don't, often what happens is people don't believe that they can achieve something. And so, you know, the second that you start pushing ahead, you know, everybody has their own timeline, whatever. The second you start pushing ahead, you know, they might want to like try to sabotage that, right, in different ways. But when people really want to see you succeed, and this is one thing I've tried to do, like I've had friends who, you know, we started the same and they just went off and just fucking blew up. And I'm like, I always tried to be happy for them. And I say all that because I think this community is that, where everybody is celebrating each other's success, regardless of, you know, whether it's more or less, faster, slower, like wherever it is. And that is one of the most rare things to find, like a community built on strong values, built on growth, on personal and each other's growth. And I say that because to me, like, you know, a month down the line, 6 months, a year down the line, regardless where this goes, I think it's going to go huge. I mean, I you know, I'm not betting for no reason, but regardless where it goes, I think, you know, to have a community of people that you can trust, where everybody's collectively growing, and somebody had said this earlier, you know, bringing in their own version of what the vision looks like and co-creating it, and kind of everybody's, you know, getting on the same wavelength. Like this is fucking very, very rare. It's a very rare thing. Yeah, it's yeah, that's all I'll say. You know, the people who need to hear that, I think will hear that and will join. But yeah, it's exciting.
It's awesome that you just said that, because I was literally having this conversation with one of our listeners in here. It looks like it's Countryside PE earlier today. And we were just talking about that, and just kind of, you come to a certain point in your life that like you don't have time for certain things. You want to spend your time with certain people, and you want to spend your time with certain people that have similar mindsets and similar ideas, and that want to help you and don't want to hide stuff from, not hide stuff from you, but like you want them to share the good. You want them to share the good, the joint good, where you can both, like, you cheer for them, and if you think that there's something that could help them, you will offer that help, even if you know they might not take it. And I think that what you just said is just kind of crazy that you said that just now, because I just had that conversation with Countryside PE, who's in here, who's a listener right there. And we were just talking about that maybe a couple of hours ago. And I'm glad he hopped on the space, because he is for sure a legend of the PE community. One of the real ones for sure. So shout out to that, and shout out to Phoenix for saying that, because that is something that really just resonated a lot with what happened earlier today.
Dude, there's I think that, you know, I'm kind of like, obviously I'm religious, I'm also spiritual. I like energy, vibration does not lie, and when things start to kind of align, like there's some really, you know, you think about what separates humans from other animals, and it's our ability to define a vision and get people on board and to work together towards that. I mean, that's how we've built empires, societies. Like it's amazing what people, you know, around a single idea have built, right? You think about Gladiator, and when Marcus Aurelius talks about, you know, Rome being an idea, and kind of cultivating that idea, like it's the most powerful thing in the world.
Hey, I just want to shout out another listener that popped in here. Win, thank you. I just saw you posted on X, shouting us out. So I appreciate that.
Come here, Vic. Where's your?
Appreciate that one.
I can invite you up if you want to speak. If not, don't worry. But thank you for hopping in here. Appreciate you shouting us out and for checking us out. Just hanging, no pressure. But yeah.
Yeah, Molly, back to what you were saying about like motivational stuff. One guy I really like, and I found him early on. He's a little commercialized now for me, I think, but I still think just his quotes are bar none the best. David Goggins. So anybody big fan of David Goggins, I'm sure you've heard of him, or you've heard his books or anything, or any of the like amazing feats that he's accomplished in his life. You know what I mean? But his quotes are just parallel. But he's like, when you've made something or found something you're supposed to do, he says, because you're locked the fuck in. You don't care about your friends, your family, nothing. You just obsess about it. And that's when you know you're locked in and ready to make something happen. And it's so true. Because the minute you know, you're like, I'm with work, whatever. But when you're locked in and it's go time and then things happen, it's because, you were serious about it. And that's how I feel we are about the project. Like just 1,000% over.
1,000%. It's kind of crazy how it pushes everything, all the noise away too. Like all the other stuff you were doing. Like when you're actually working on something you believe in. It's like I'm on social media less, doing all this other bullshit less.
Yeah, that's scrolling for an hour. Don't do that anymore.
No, I don't do that anymore. It's great. It's
Hey,
good.
I love Goggins. My favorite thing Goggins did was that 40% thing. Like when he talks about it, I don't know if you heard about it.
Oh, it's the best. Tell people this is one of the best. Whether you're working out, whether you're doing a project, reading a book, this is one of the best things.
Yeah, just kind of saying like when you think you have nothing left, and when you're dead and you've used everything, you're only at about 40%. Like you're only at about 40% because you don't know what it's like to push yourself. Most people don't understand what it's like to push themselves to the brink of exhaustion and of limits, because we put the limits on ourselves. And whether we can do it or we can't do it, we know the answer ourselves. But the 40% thing, I think about that all the time. Whenever there's anything difficult, whether it's physical, mental, whether it's timing, whatever it may be, whether with my kids, and I use it on my kids too. And my kids play sports, and it's always kind of, I'm always from the sideline. I'm that guy. I hate to admit it, but I am that guy.
You're that parent from the sideline.
But it's mostly just you're not tired. You can keep going. You can keep pushing. It's not over. Finish strong. Finish stronger than when you begin. And that's really all that I'm screaming at them.
I respect that.
Yeah, and
you're not a crazy. Well,
parent. I can be a crazy parent too. But mostly I try to stick to the you're not. You can keep going. And the 40% rule is something, I think it's one of the greatest things I've ever heard. It was just perfectly put into words. I'm probably killing it. I'm probably destroying the message.
He says even when you get tired on the first 40%, you tell yourself, I'm only at 40%.
Right.
And then when you get tired again the second time, you tell yourself, no, you're only at 40%. You're not going hard enough. And he says your brain has psychological warfare over you every second of your life, because you're going to go, your brain knows you're going to go left before you know you're going to go left. So if you can train your...
Oh, you cut out, Fuge. You were in a roll too.
Yeah. What the heck? I got so mad because I thought I cut out in the middle of his...
Hello?
Yeah.
Where did I cut out at?
Where did I cut out at? If you could train your brain, I think you're about to say.
Oh, he's saying if you can train your brain to like learn, like you're not at 40%, your brain tells you you're tired. You're not really tired. You're not really tired. It's your brain saying, I can't do this anymore. When I'm at the CrossFit gym, that's what I do, CrossFit, and I'm tired. Like today's workout, for instance, I said, no, man, you're going to put fucking 95 on there and you're going to fucking do it. And it got easier by the fucking fourth set. I was like, I'm a fucking beast. This is awesome. Everyone else in here has got 15s on, bitches. You know, not in a bad way, but like friendly, competitive nature. But that's the 40% rule. No, you're not tired. Your brain's telling you you're tired. Your body's got another 40. And when you get to that point, you got another fucking 40 in you. And you keep going. And you'd be fucking shocked what you can accomplish.
Man, I love it. I never heard that.
Yeah, it's awesome. And you know how he is, the way he delivers stuff. It's
Oh yeah,
it's
you
just,
motherfucking mind? You got that in your mind, motherfucker? That's how he is. And his voice just pops out. Speaking of, that's the next video, a David Goggins one.
Boom.
Boom.
Can't wait.
Creative genius is flowing in here right now, guys.
Awesome.
no, it's great. I love that guy. That dude is a monster, and it's just a mental monster, right? Just it's all mental. Everything is mental. You know, we put limits on ourselves, and that's why I love this community, because everybody kind of sees that the biggest obstacle is that internal battle that we fight every day, whether we can make it or not, and we question ourselves and we limit ourselves, and that's why legends are born through that fighting and through winning that internal battle of me versus myself, right? As opposed to everybody else, because when people get stepped to your face, step to you, some people or most people have that fight in them, but when it's against yourself, that's the toughest battle to win.
Hey, Phoenix, I mean, you've been to enough live speaking. You think we got a crew here, man, to go on the road and make some real fucking money? I think we got it, man. We got every aspect. What do you think, man?
Dude, fuck yeah. You mean get out there and like start doing courses, coaching people? Yeah, fuck yeah.
Dude,
You know,
feels. No, go ahead.
It's funny you mentioned that, because the seminar, the notes that I shared earlier, the seminar from this last weekend, I don't know if you guys, like, obviously Marcel does his thing. Max Chernow is another kind of big online guy. He talks about making money online. He was there this weekend. And they recently linked up. They're good friends at this point. But a lot of this weekend, a lot of the seminar was around, creating a course, monetizing it, getting leads online, making viral videos. So the framework is there. The roadmap is there. I mean, maybe we could turn it into a thing for the legend holders. Anybody wants to start, making money online. We just lay it out. I'm actually starting a YouTube myself, so I'm in that. So, I'd be happy to share.
Sweet.
And all that money just flows back in. So,
yeah, it's all going to legend.
Fuji wants to sell out the Staples Center.
Yeah,
absolutely. Madison Square Garden. Yeah, I want to do it faster than I want to do it faster than Jay-Z did it.
Oh yeah.
And Taylor Swift. Is she a legend?
Please not again. Please not again.
Mazel Tov G. Thanks for popping in here, man. He it's a GM in our chat about 5 minutes ago, and I said, hey, we're over in X Spaces, and he hopped over. What's up, man? If you want to talk or anyone wants to talk, please just start requesting and I'll accept it. That's great. Yeah. Oh, cool. I mean, I got some housekeeping if you want to go through some of that, just some of the things on the.
Yeah, give us a list of some things.
Yeah, kind of touched on a little bit of them, but I got like 5. So number 1, it was if Mick is still on here. I don't know if he's still on here. I have no idea what time or day it is over there.
I think he's probably like at brunch or something. Who knows?
Yeah, but I just wanted to just shout him out, and he's on episode 4, I believe, of Legend TV that just came out this week. Right? Is it 4?
4 came out. He made like another mini episode that we're gonna add. It's just a quick one, and then he's working on episode 6 currently.
Nice. So yeah, Legend TV episode 4. YouTube channel, you can find it. It's Legend on Solana, or you can find it at the bottom of our website. He's doing a great job. It's really cool. He shows his face. He's got the great accent going. And he just runs through what's been going on with the project.
And we also put in on that, we share all of our recorded X Spaces, all of our recorded VCs that we had up until now, and also some of our best content is up there as well.
Yeah, on our YouTube. Yep. So yeah, Mick Chillin's episodes, Legend and Chill, is on there. He's on episode 4. However, there's so much on there. Molly's basically treating these VCs, the bigger ones in our X spaces, almost like podcasts and making them live on forever. So this one I'm sure will be up there at some point, along with all our other good VCs. So if anyone missed it, they want to listen to it, or they just want to see where we've been and where we've come, it's a great summary. And some of our best content's over there too. I think Fuji's video just got up there recently, along with some others. But yeah, that's the YouTube. The other one, we added some new gear. If you hop over to our website and you see gear at the top or in your mobile menu, you see some new shirts, new sweatshirts, new hats. People just throwing ideas out there, and then we get them up there pretty quick. So if you see something you like, grab it.
Can you share what happens with the proceeds of that?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had any yet.
Wait, don't lie. How many sales?
We had a couple. For telling the truth, I would say that the gear is currently operating at a loss.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, there's a whole thing here. I mean, people don't. There's an obstacle in crypto. Like, people don't want to put their address in. Not that I wouldn't even know if it was you. We're all by Twitter or Telegram names here, but people just, I'm not knocking anybody, but they just don't want to put in an online order that has a shipping address. Maybe they'll feel like somebody can correlate that to something. I don't know. And then I've tried I've just sent stuff to people. That's sort of why we're operating at a loss here. If I get their address or I think they might be interested, I'll just send it over. And I've asked people to, like, hey, let me send you a shirt. And they're like, then I got to tell you my address. So no thanks. So if you go on there, grab something, great. Obviously, it's for sure we'll make its way back into the chart if we ever sell something. Either way, it's kind of, I'm laughing, but I'm actually pretty proud of this gear shop here that we have. There's some really cool stuff.
The hats are awesome. I wear mine everywhere, and as you could tell from the basketball game this past weekend.
Oh, right.
But it's awesome. It's always people are asking me, man, like, what the hell is that? Are you just that full of yourself, or what is that kind of thing? So
both.
It's definitely a good conversation starter.
Yeah, no, there's cool stuff there. So yeah, check it out if you want to check it out. The other thing I wanted to touch on is, we did the Legend of the Week. We got that. That's also on the website if you're looking at gear. Check out Legend of the Week. Put in who is a legend to you that you want to recognize, or what being a legend means to you. So we'll celebrate those and we'll bring them back into the chat. The other one was an AMA tomorrow. Today, just to recap, we were going to be on Kid and Walt today. Our guys, we love being on their show. They love having us. For whatever reason, it didn't go off. There's no hard schedules in crypto, so maybe they just had something come up. Whenever they get back on, or whenever we reconnect with them, I'm sure we'll be on another show. So we got another AMA with Ken and Walt to look forward to. And then another one that's sort of a moving target, but it's tentatively for tomorrow, is a gentleman that goes by the name of Trenches. I know him from another group. This is kind of cool, guys. He recognized us just because he's been in groups. By groups, I just mean other project chats. And he's seen what we're doing. And then he came over to Legend and then realized that we were still going. And he, charges for AMAs. And I don't know how big his following is in terms of views and whatnot, but it looks pretty good. And he just saw what we were doing. He was like, man, I'd love to have you on. So, this one's on me. I love what you guys are doing. Come on over. Let's talk. And so we're going to get on that show hopefully soon. I mean, it's tentative for tomorrow. So if he pops back up and confirms, we'll be good there. But it's going to happen either way. It's just a matter of when. So that's another thing on our calendar. The last one was a raid party. We talked about the GMGN technique that Big Hitter mentioned. So I'd like to get a raid party going if we can. Today is Tuesday. So hopefully we got a couple days left this week where we can get that in. So let's get a raid party going to just attack everyone who says good morning or good night, Legend. I think that engagement's working. So YouTube channel, gear, AMA, raid party, and Legend of the Week. Those are sort of the housekeeping items I had listed here for what's going on. in-house. What did I miss?
I think you got everything. That's great.
I think you got it all. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and everything that I just said, we're gonna, as I know we will, attack in full force and show up.
It'll be done in 1 hour.
But no, like when we have, if when the AMAs happen, the raid parties, I know we'll have a good presence.
Right, but I can guarantee like some of us might jump off when we jump off this space and just go online and be like, let me see. Am I gonna fill this out right now? Or
that one. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, something to do with Legend, So
yeah, for sure. Cool.
Well, gents, I gotta hop off and actually go lift. It's been way too long.
Oh, attaboy, let's do it.
Let's go.
Boom, baby,
Yes.
boom.
Some steel, dude. Feel the steel, man.
Yeah, I can't take credit for because it's been like literally 6 months since I've been in the gym, but you guys fucking pulled it out. Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, man.
Do it.
As long as you get back 1% a day.
Hell yeah, baby. Get after
we
it.
got a couple minutes. You want to give us a conclusion, a little wrap up here, Phoenix? Feel free. You can take us home here.
Sure. Yeah. I personally think like when I think about coins, when I think about opportunity, where we put our time, energy, like, okay, I'll just, I'll talk about self-love. Like probably the biggest thing that I learned this weekend is, Marcel was talking about how critical it is to love ourselves and how that shows up. And, I'll just be very open. I think for me personally, one of my biggest challenges was pinging my environment a little bit too much, for like validation, things like that, right? When you cultivate that love internally, like you show up fucking different in every way to the world, like whether it's with women, with dating, with your gym, working, like the communities that you show up with. And I say that because, as you start to like really truly respect yourself, you respect your time, you respect where you spend time, and you start to like, there's levels to this. Obviously, like, you're not going to be like Molly, you went off earlier. I loved it. I think it was Molly or Fuji about, somebody's going to step up. Like we're fucking, we're not like you got some people to deal with here. But so there's like, levels of kind of the type of people that you want in your life. And on that note too, like, as you level up more and more, like you really want people who, and Molly, you kind of spoke to this earlier about as you get older, your priorities change. Like it is very, I just cannot underestimate enough. Like I can't underline enough how important it is to find those people who are committed to your success, who want to see you succeed, and who want to help you get there. And this community is that community. Like I can't highlight that enough. And it's just like, being very, very straight up, very honest with you guys. I would not say this if I did not 100% believe it, like in my soul. I think this community is a very, very rare thing. I think anybody who comes in this community is going to find this to be one of the best decisions that they ever make. To spend time here, to contribute here, to even if people just come in and, kind of absorb what's going on. Like I'm going to the gym, seeing you guys, straight up, like, and it is one of the most rare things on earth. And I think this is a place that people should come in and plant their flag.
Beautiful. Love it.
Well said, my man. Well said.
With that said,
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah. With that said, we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks everyone for coming in. This will be
Thanks
recorded,
everyone.
and I'm sure Molly will take care of it and do something cool with it. All right,
You know, baby. All right, everybody. Have a great night.
Everyone.
We'll
Good night.
see you.
Good morning.
Yes. Legends.
Take care, guys.
Legend.
Later.